I really like pug dogs. I really do.
No, they're so shit. I'll tell you why later. Hello and welcome to the SourceFed podcast, where the rules are there are absolutely no rules at all. It's just a general discussion that we all love to have. Joining you today, sup, my name is Maude Garrett. We've got William Haynes. We've got Mike Falzone, now known as Falcor for those playing at home, and Sam Basher.
Hey!
Now this episode is brought to you by
So sweaty.
Squarespace. Spelled it beautiful. Squarespace is the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your ideas. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Do you guys want to hear me do this in my voiceover voice now?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Try Squarespace at squarespace.com/SourceFed and enter offer code SourceFed at checkout and get 10% off. Hey!
I felt like we were also on an airplane.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Your exits are here and here.
What is the difference physically between the talking voice and the voiceover voice? Is it more
I have no
air?
idea how that happened. Let's go into it.
Interesting.
I
Hey
like
guys,
it.
if you have iTunes, make sure you do rate and review, subscribe, because basically if you click all those buttons and tell us how wonderful we are, more people find out about it. And that's the whole point of this podcast. So the more people know, the more it grows, the more we get to do it, and the more we get to talk and spend time together.
I don't spend enough time with you guys.
That's a goddamn lie.
You guys better watch out. I got a water drop over there, and if it falls, I'm going to be mad.
Okay.
I'm real tired. I'm first off the bat.
I feel like you're instantly furious.
Oh, really? Was that loud?
Really loud.
You woke
Is it
up.
still loud? Oh, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. You guys, I'm very tired.
Are you an animal?
I also took a hit of marijuana before this.
Not an animal. You were saying that you love pug dogs. Why is that?
Oh, I just saw a photo on the internet just now when I was on my phone when I should have been thinking about what I was about to do. And I saw a photo of a pug and I was like, I like pugs. Do you like pugs?
I like how pugs are constantly sneezing. And I had my first interaction with a pug is I used to sleep over at my friend Nick's house all the time.
Hey,
and
Nick.
hey, shout
Hi,
out
Nick.
to him from 9 years ago. And his dog would come down the stairs late at night and kind of just sneeze into our mouths over and over again. And that was what a pug is to me.
I did that for my sister's sleepovers.
If a pug was a person, let's be honest, it would get bullied. It would have severe
Probably.
asthma. It would have really big googly eyes. It'd probably have to wear glasses, and
Yeah.
it would just sneeze and
But-
gurgle at everyone.
Pugs would be so funny. Oh my goodness. If pugs were people, they know. They know. They've been bullied. They've been through it. They know. Pugs would be sad.
Yeah.
If Louis C.K. was a dog, he'd be a pug.
That's what I was about to ask. I'm like, what comedian would be a pug?
Oh, Louis C.K. Yeah. I
Pugs
know.
are smart. They have the sharp wit.
Except, and this is actually true, if a pug, because its eyes are so big, usually, sometimes, if it sneezes, its eyes will fall out of its face.
Don't like
no
that at all.
way.
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, I'm not at all. It's
How-
so big.
I've
it's
heard
like
that.
held
Swear to
in.
Gandhi, if you're lying to me.
Please
No,
do
that's
not
real.
Google pugs
No,
that
because you
pull
have
its eyes
to
out.
push it back in or whatever.
I love when people talk about it that way. You know, just like, put it back in there.
Yeah. You know that for some family,
at least
it's
you know.
real.
Oh, I closed it by accident.
For some family, that's like a once a week thing. It has to be.
It has to be.
For a friend
And
of-
this is not a cute pop out. This is like we're having a problem.
What does a
Don't look,
cute
Maude.
eye
Don't-
pop out look like?
I'm like, oh, his eyes fell out. That's not.
A friend of a friend had a pug, and they all went out for the day. Came back, and there was they opened the front door, and there was kind of just blood all around their apartment. They're like,
boy.
what is going on? And it had sneezed, and it was like hanging on by the optical. That optical
Optic
Don't-
nerve.
nerve?
Don't like it.
And it was like hanging like near its mouth, and
my
there was
hand.
blood everywhere, and it died.
I just want to. I just want to put Sam on blast for locking my phone just now, so I would unlock it later and see more pugs.
Okay.
I know. I see your game. You're
Can
trying
I
to mess
ask-
up my day.
Can I ask all you guys for a favor? Because I would consider us all friends now. Promise me that none of your eyes will ever come out. Because I don't know how to help you.
I
in that
can't be
situation.
sure.
That's
You're-
a Guinness World Record thing. You know those people that can go
And like
and
they
their
pop
eyes
it
go,
out.
"Ugh."
Yeah, I've seen them
I'll
on
be honest, I
Ricky
tried
Lake
to
or
do
whatever
it.
they used to be on all the time.
What? Ricky Lake was a show, huh?
It
About
certainly
Ricky?
was, young
No.
man.
I don't know it at all.
No.
I hear it mentioned on like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when you're watching that, they make all these pop culture references you don't get.
Yeah.
Like, oh, on Ricky Lake. Oh, back on Oprah. Kids today don't realize Oprah had a show. I bet they don't even know that.
They just think she's the magazine lady.
She's the magazine lady.
Got her
That's
own
weird.
channel.
Oprah, you put yourself on the front of your magazine every month. Why does she get away with that?
Wouldn't you?
Yes. If it's called Oprah, if it was called Will. Like, it's just me. Like, how many poses can I do? How many poses does Oprah has?
I'm finding out right now.
Like, those were all the same pose.
I want a picture of Will on every issue of the Oprah magazine.
The Oprah, like, I got to be on one. It's got to be her and me. Like,
Does she have other people, or is it always just her?
It's
I have
just
no
her.
idea.
Isn't her best friend Gail Simone, and they're secretly like
what?
They're secretly connected,
Scissoring?
connected,
like Lincoln Logs.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
like Duplo blocks.
Lego
She
friends.
puts herself on the cover every time. That's
For the cameras.
Oh no, that's very.
You know how it's like a special thing for celebrities? Like you get your first magazine cover and it's like framed. She has to have all those framed
All
in her house.
In a
You
room.
would just
In
be
a room.
walking down her hallway. And
There's
it's just
no
her
wallpaper.
right
Oprah, I love Oprah, like everybody loves Oprah, but being Oprah must be difficult because, like, she has no idea what it's like to be a regular person anymore. I saw this clip of her on David Letterman, which is a show that is not on anymore, kind of like Ricky Lake, and she talks about, she's like, all these fans come up to me and they're like, let me take a selfie. And I'm like, why?
There are too many pictures of me already.
People want to take a photo with you because they like you, and that's why they do selfies now. She doesn't get it. She didn't understand
The
that.
selfie is the modern day autograph.
It's a modern day autograph.
Yeah.
Nobody wants your autograph.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Don't ruin a piece of paper for me.
Photo is proof as well. Even if you take a candid photo of a celebrity, you have to be in the photo with the celebrity. That's the only valid thing that you can do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
That's
don't really
interesting.
want another person even taking the photo. It feels so personal when it's like, hey, it's me and Oprah's. We might have been hanging out. You don't know.
And 9 times out of 10, you cannot get a good angle when doing those sorts of selfies because there's a barricade in the way or something's going on. And you get one shot, and half
Yeah.
the time it's like,
Yep.
It's really like saying, let me take a bad picture of us together.
Yeah.
That's what I need
But
right
it's
now.
our bad picture. of
Yeah.
us
Let me take a
together.
Yeah.
bad picture of us together.
Let's let us look blurry together forever.
have you guys been recognized in the street and they want a photo with you? Mm-hmm. How'd that go
Yeah.
down? We had it at the movies.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did. Okay, and then it happened one time. It was just like a weekend. We had a long weekend, and I went to go see Kingsman with my brother and dad when I was visiting my family. And we went, and this kid like. So I was looking for seats, and like it was only the front row that was open. So I walked up to like look for more seats in the back, and he stood up and looked at me. And it's a dark movie theater, so I was like, okay, this kid's just mad dogging me. I'm like, okay, I went back down to my seat, and then he came back. He came down, and he went like this, and he grabbed my shoulder
No,
tight.
too much.
And he's like, you're Sam. I'm like, uh-huh, yeah. And he's like, Basher. And I'm like, okay, now you know who I am. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, when you say first names, it doesn't help. It just makes it seem a little creepy. And then
Yeah.
he took a picture with me, and I was in like shorts because I went running in a
Of
tank
course.
top, and I'm like, okay, let's take me.
You act like that's weird. Like, I had something weird on. Like,
It was
that's not.
the time I tried short shorts.
Yeah, like you've only had them on once.
No, in other
Oh,
like,
they
public
caught me.
settings. Like, no, in public settings, like I pick intentionally weird
Now that I think
things.
about it,
These
if
were
we're going
relaxing
out, if
things.
we're thinking about going and do something cool, you would never dress like this, like a normal person.
No.
Like there's no cat on that.
No.
There's no cat on this outfit.
A lot of people think we're being casual right now. This is work attire.
This is work attire.
yeah, this is practically a suit.
I'm so happy that I don't have to wear a suit every day. Suits are nice, but
Yeah.
I'm so happy I can just throw on a t-shirt.
I don't think I like. My dream is to be like the host of the Tonight Show or late night talk
Oh,
show.
is it? You've never mentioned it once.
I know. That's why I said And but I'm like, I want to be the first one to get rid of the suit. I don't look good in a suit. I look like a doll in a suit, and you didn't put it on right. I feel like I just look like this.
You do the shirt tie thing.
American
though.
I
Boy
do. I
doll?
can do a shirt and a tie, but like the blazer doesn't work.
Here's
for
the
me.
thing, though. You've never gotten like a nice fitted suit.
You're
though.
assuming I'm poor.
No,
I'll have you know, my father
well,
bought me a
okay.
Giorgio Armani,
That's
Chuck E. Cheese.
almost
That
flawless.
sounds
You
expensive.
almost made it, but no. If I once and tried it on, I've never bought one. What am I made of money? No, it's like, but it's like you look really cool for.
Actually,
a little
yeah, I've
bit.
never had one made for me.
That is when you need to be able to do the quarter behind the ear trick. What am I, made of money?
Hey, I'm somebody's
you are.
uncle all of a sudden.
Oh, but
Everybody's uncle.
It's funny that you mentioned how we've been recognized in public. Steve and I yesterday went to the Habit. It's a food restaurant where you get hamburgers, and we were leaving, and I'm not gonna tell that part of the story. I just thought of a part. I'll keep that to myself. And
Were you
then,
guys jacking each other off?
No.
Would you like
At
some
the
sauce
Habit?
on your burger?
We saw a
That was
hot girl. We saw a hot girl, and we were like, where'd the hot girl go? And then somebody came up to us, and then she was like, you're Steve, and we're like, oh wait, yeah. And then she was like, you're William, and I was like, yeah. I was like, oh okay. And then her mom was with her, and her mom was like, take a photo with him, and the girl was like, I don't really want to take photos. She was like, I don't like taking photos. And she was like, no, take a photo with him. She's like, no, I don't want to, Mom. And then her mom pushed her over towards us. She's like, take a photo with them. And then she was like, okay. And she took a photo with us. And she didn't want to. And she was like, okay, now give him the mom said, now give her a kiss. And Steve went, okay. And he did it. And she was like,
wait, how old is this couple?
This girl's probably like 16 or something. I don't know. She was just a girl who liked the show. And then
how's this mom? Oh, they're famous? Go, fall in love with my daughter.
That's what I was saying. And then the mom was like, so where do you guys live? What's your where you guys, what's your address? And she was like, Mom, we don't need to find out where they live. She was like, yeah, we do, so we can see what they do.
Are you allowed to regulate a mother?
No, I'll give a mom anything she wants. If mom asks me for something, I'll give it to her. I'll tell her. I probably would have told her my address. Like,
please don't
she's
do
a
that.
mom.
Oh no!
Please don't do that.
Can I interject? Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Like,
That's it. That's the only advice
What's a
I
mom
have.
gonna do?
Mike's got
How many
anything.
moms are bad?
Moms
I
are
don't-
just people that
I don't have
had
a statistic.
birth, that, they don't have to be.
Yeah, most of the people that are bad because of their mom or dad. So like, they don't realize it.
I don't think I would be shy to be like, pull your head in. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
You
I
need
would-
to calm your tits, and they're like, she's like, I can't. They just fly around.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sympathy.
I visualized it, and then I was like, yeah, no,
That's my
definitely.
favorite saying. Oh,
But
calm your tits.
If somebody says something, if somebody asks for my address, I will definitely say, well, you don't need that for any particular reason
I
at
feel
all.
weird
Unless
when
you're a
anybody,
weirdo.
If anybody asks for your address, it's weird to me.
Yeah, like the pizza delivery guy, I'm like, calm your breasts.
Like, you want to bring it to my house, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to bring this here.
Bring it to, let's meet at a place that you know, that we know together, and then you drop the pizza there. I'll come a half an hour later, pick it
Half
up,
an hour later,
There
we're
you
go to
gold.
my private home.
Send a decoy.
Yeah, I'll just send Steve in a wig.
That happened to
Yeah.
Iggy Azalea, actually. She got a pizza with her own phone number, and then the pizza man gave that phone number to his little brother,
Yep. Oh,
who started texting her like, "Are you Iggy Azalea? Why?
Can you freestyle?
Can you freestyle right here? I'm gonna call you up."
One time somebody asked for my phone number so that we could hang out later, but that was like at an event that we had to go to. And
Dude,
he's like,
you
yeah, we
just-
should totally hang out.
Just say no. If you don't have to tell this story
People-
in front of everybody.
People don't.
I just wanted to hang out, and I just
Foul
thought
zone.
that your number was the closest.
You were
I
the
kind of have
king
to teach you a
not hanging
lesson.
out.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Mike,
get
know
tired
your
a
friends
lot.
Foul zone.
I said that out loud. I have my reasons, but I also said, what did I say yesterday? I changed it to
You
slow
changed
new
it.
friends.
Slow new friends.
Because
Slow new
we're
friends.
slowly becoming as close as you wanted to be as soon as we met each other.
When you fell in love with me at first sight, I wasn't feeling it back. But now that I know you, maybe.
Yeah, now we're fine
Months
now.
later, I don't even know when I met you.
I remember when I met
I
you.
feel like we were always in each
I
other's
met you
lives.
today.
Yeah.
Yay.
Was it really?
I'm in love.
I said a snarky thing to you the first time I worked here, and I felt bad about it instantly.
I probably felt bad about it too.
Everyone was just saying stuff, and it was like, hey, good to see you. Hey, are we on Table Talk? Whatever. And then you said something, and I went, shut up, Sam. That was like the first thing I said.
No way.
I'm so sorry. I felt bad about that for a week.
You shouldn't.
You know what
You
I did?
shouldn't
You
feel
followed me
bad.
on Twitter, and the first thing I wanted to say was, I got to remember his name now. That's the first thing I thought.
Now I have to
Next
remember
time I
his
see
name.
him, I can't even fumble. I need to look in his eyes. I need to say, you're Sam, and we're friends.
It's
now."
And give me a hug and a
Easiest
kiss.
Sam.
It's the easiest name in the world. If you forget Sam's name, you did it on purpose.
It's not that I forget.
Mom.
I don't forget people's
Mom.
names. I don't retain a lot of things.
I don't retain them.
In
I do
fairness,
that a
is
lot.
it easier to remember a name that's a little bit different? Like William, Michael? Michael? Is that what it is?
Sure. I mean, no one's called me that since like 1986,
There's
but
not there's not like one Michael or even six Mikes. Like there's quite a few.
yeah, mostly Mike's.
Sam, like they're names that I hear often.
What about Maude?
Is it easier to remember someone's name if it's more simple or if it's really effed up like mine?
I'll never forget your name because it's Maude. We had a conversation before that you're the only person who's not 80 that's named that.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't find very many mods
Hurt
or
then and it
myrtles.
still hurts now.
No mods,
Listen, you're
myrtles, or
unique.
hatties.
Huh?
No mods, myrtles, or hatties. Those are names you don't hear.
I went to school with a Gretchen and a Beatrice
Myrtle?
though.
I know a Beatrice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Beatrice.
What, there's a question. What is like the oldest young person you've ever met?
Yeah, I remember I told one of my friends, I was like, oh, my friend Beatrice. And she was like, ew, that's an ugly name. I was like, I'll have you know, Beatrice is quite okay.
I'm very confident people say that behind my back all the time.
Maud?
Yeah.
No.
I can tell they're like, oh, that's It's interesting, which is why I have a pet peeve with anything interesting now. Like if someone calls me interesting,
That's so broad.
like I don't know.
I wish I had changed my last name.
You know what? I'm actually kind of like that too. Where they're like, they always describe me like that because I'm a weird guy. They're like, "Oh, Sam's so interesting." It's like there's more words in the dictionary
Like,
you could pick
be
to say
specific
about
with
me.
me.
Fascinating's one that flows off the tongue as well.
Fascinating. That's a nice
It
word.
doesn't sound legitimate.
Interesting.
No. It doesn't sound like a legitimate compliment. It just sounds like you're fishing for words to say.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
You
like,
know?
Oh,
sounds
Sam's
superfluous.
blonde.
Yeah. I think that was one of the many words that I don't know that I was trying to say.
William, stop crying for a second. I was one of those people in, gosh, you know how everyone kind of just does that nerdy thing? No, I'm on.
Go on.
SourceFed. I would, when I read my books, I read like a book a day at one stage, and
Nice.
every time I saw a word that I couldn't confidently use in a sentence, I would write it in my notebook, go on the dictionary, write out what it meant, and then write it in a sentence.
You gave yourself homework always.
You gave yourself homework.
And then tried to use these words. In
As soon every time I read a book
I wish
and
I
I
did
got
that.
to a word I didn't know,
Dichotomy.
close that, put it away forever.
No, I just keep going and hopefully it didn't ruin the story.
You know
for
what?
me.
I just realized we are contributing to the ignorance. We're like, oh, isn't it funny? We're dumb. We need to change the world.
Oh no, I graduated from college and had several real jobs before I did any of this crap.
And then you decided, then you got over it.
Yeah, then it was like retrograde motion after that.
What did you study?
I did communications and I was like a new media
So there's
film
the
major.
irony. You did communication.
And now I don't know most words. So oops.
Rods. Your first job is this.
No, I mean, I said, like, okay, my first full-time job is this. I need to clarify that because people get on me on that all the time. I had other jobs.
What was
This
your
was my
first
first
job?
full-time job. My first job ever. I was a community organizer for the city of Richmond, California. What I did was I took surveys from people and I used that to make change in my community, and they actually gave me money for that bullshit.
Oh, guys.
It's not bullshit.
You
I'm just
say
kidding.
bullshit like it's bullshit,
It's
but
not.
it's
It's
not.
actually the most important thing. It's actually
Yes.
the most important thing. But
and
you had
again,
the most important
retrograde
job.
motion,
Yeah.
and now you're here.
exactly. Back then, I was trying to make change in my community. Now I'm like, y'all want to hear something stupid about Instagram? Like,
Oh no, it's the Tonight Show.
but now the thousands of people pay attention. Back then, they're like, I don't want to do that. So yeah.
First ever job, Sam?
Ooh. I was a lifeguard. And I
What
did
just
it-
happened to you?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
I wanted some sound effects in this podcast.
I
was
just
thinking
picture every
first.
time the lifeguard thing. Remember the Sandlot kids with Wendy Peppercorn?
Yes,
that
I do.
guy, he's my hero. Like to this
Oh,
day.
the one
that Squints?
who faked
Yeah.
drowning so he could pass on with Wendy Peppercorn.
Smart.
Who was a babe. Did you have anyone fake drowning?
So, funny thing, I did it for a private community, and it's mostly old people. So
That means he
mind.
never got out the chair.
I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. One time a squirrel fell in, but I wasn't working then.
Did you have to rescue, or did whoever?
They did. They got a scooper and they threw it out. They
A
like-
scooper didn't.
Wait,
they
the-
didn't
the
even
pool
bother
skimmer.
to throw it the life
They
preserver.
wouldn't know what to do. They got the pool skimmer, and then they went over to the fence and it like flew.
Are squirrels so
Flung it
small
over.
that they could just run on the top of water? I feel like they could pull that off.
No.
Yeah, squirrels are Jesus.
Very religious
Oh,
squirrels.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God, I love squirrels.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
I'm not too fond of them. They kind of scare me.
I feel like I see way less squirrels in California than I did in Connecticut.
Don't say
I
that
haven't
because I
seen-
see them everywhere, and I'm not used to squirrels because we don't have them in
I
Australia.
haven't.
Oh,
you should
maybe
bring
you're
one
just
back.
more perceptive.
Every time I see a squirrel run across the road, I thought I was singing a sonnet like Snow White, and all the animals were coming out.
Just run up your shoulders.
Yeah, in the commercials, I mean, in the cartoons, they make squirrels seem like very pleasant, but they will f you up.
Really?
Do not touch a squirrel. It will fuck you up
Yeah,
and give you a disease.
Don't touch it unless people have pets. A friend of mine had a pet one, and that was really cool. I was still scared of it.
It's still
though.
in the rodent family, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
So check this out. I've been around squirrels
this
my
out.
entire. No, I'm not gonna rhyme or anything like
Oh
that.
damn.
Not on purpose. No, I'm not gonna rhyme. I would see them all the time. I grew up in a small town, Connecticut, so it's kind of like the whole state is in the woods. And we would see them all the time, and I got really used to them. But out here, I hear stories of like, I was just chilling, and then a squirrel put his teeth inside my skin.
Yeah.
So I was very recently having a me day in Santa Monica, where I told you to do this recently, and Steve, where you just go out and you just do things for yourself.
Was not
I
listening.
do that every
Okay, well, thank you. Now, again, retrograde
I
motion
was
to our
going like
friendship.
this.
You have taken Will's place
Damn
as
it.
my new best friend.
I didn't listen to one thing.
So I was literally just eating a hot dog, looking over at the water, and I hear So there was this squirrel kind of by my feet underneath a log, just looking at me, waiting for me to
Feed it.
throw something on the ground. But it was fearless. It was like from me to you, and I was just sitting crisscross applesauce on the grass there. And so I got up like my life was in danger, and I just backed away. And I was like, "Listen, this is your turf. I'm just eating a hot dog. I want to look at the water and eat a hot dog." And he was just was unfazed, and I even did like the "I'm a human"
No,
thing.
okay. Sorry, really quick. But at my college that I went to, it's like that. They would come up to the table whenever you would eat food, and they would just get on
Just
the table, onto the table in front of your food, and then sit and
Don't like
wait. And
that.
I'm like, don't get fingers close to it. Just move your food and get up and leave.
So you were sitting on the ground in like what, a park in Santa Monica?
Yeah, on the overlooking the highway. You know what I'm talking about?
How many people came and gave you change?
I wasn't like singing or anything.
Oh, you don't have to anymore.
Maybe you know what? If I sat down
Subtle.
after I was done with my food,
Subtle.
I get it. I look like this. I get it.
I mean, you can make
You
fun
look
of me.
great.
Why would I do that? I'm a good friend.
Oh,
Like you never made fun of me.
No, I'm gonna make fun of you right
You
after
gotta-
this.
you gotta-
Is it because you can't grow a beard?
Tell them the funny things that people
Oh.
have been saying in the
That
comment
was
section.
a genuine question.
Oh yeah.
This is my favorite SourceFed comment
And it's
yet.
true. Somebody was saying that my hair looks like Falzone's beard, but upside down.
Yeah,
Or the other way around, yeah.
my favorite.
And it's true, though. I find that
Photoshops
true.
that.
Somebody photoshopped my nose on Will's head right here.
Yeah,
It'll happen.
it'll happen. Somebody photoshopped me and Steve's face together, and it's terrifying. It does not look good. It looks like someone. It's like if Steve and I were like walking down the street, and there was a nuclear explosion 10 miles away, and it just hit us at the end.
Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z
you guys are still
fusion.
alive.
Fusion, yeah, and we did it wrong. We
Yeah.
we like that. Yeah. I'm so glad that you watched Dragon Ball Z. Nobody else in here. Did you watch Dragon Ball Z?
Cell Saga's the best.
No.
Did you watch Dragon Ball Z?
Well,
I'm not a nerd.
come on. I'm 57 years
I
old.
watched wrestling.
Watched.
It's the same thing.
Why'd you do past
I'm
tense?
sorry. I watch wrestling.
I am still invested.
I think that same person molded Brie and my face together, and it just looked like me with a blowjob and a blowjob.
What's on your mind?
Is that a Freudian slip? You don't even have one of those.
How do you look like that?
And I was gonna accept it too. I was like, okay, yeah, you're getting a blowjob.
That person kind of looks like a blowjob and Brie a little bit.
Nose job, whose mouth was small.
What could you-
obviously combined.
What were you trying to say?
Oh my god.
Nose
I
Nose
looked
job.
like I had a nose job and my mouth was smaller, which obviously
It looked like I had a blowjob.
I
Okay.
fusioned that together.
Interesting.
I'm bright red, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there for sure.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all right.
Sam, did you have a question for everyone?
I had Sam has a point. If you guys want to do a
Yes.
Sam
Dum,
has
dum,
a
dum.
point.
We need a soundboard with
Could
sound.
Mike have a water? Is that possible before we do Sam has a
You
point?
know you could have gotten up and got some water. You were talking about water before.
I had
you-
a full cup of water. I finished it within the first 15 minutes of this.
Are you
I
a
want to
nurse
like.
drinker?
I want to hug you because you keep saying water.
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 Because you. Oh my god. that's
You're from
happy.
somewhere
Water.
else.
It
Where
makes
you
me
talk
happy.
wrong.
No, I like when people say that because I had friends from like the East Coast and they always said it that way and it made me feel good.
I never.
What do you
What
say?
do you say?
Water.
Oh,
Water. I want.
water.
Can I get you? Can you
Water.
give
That's
me
a
glass
hard
of
T. That's a
water?
capital T.
A
You
water.
guys don't do R's in Australia.
Water.
They say nar.
Water.
Nar.
Nar.
That's my favorite thing that you say.
Yeah.
Thank you, D.
I guess it really depends. Yes, please. I guess it depends. Like,
Wait, you
someone-
gave him Arrowhead?
Not
You better roll
pass.
that back.
If someone wants to know how to, as an Australian says no, just picture a crow making its noise. You know how they go, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for no and fuck. Fuck.
I had a thing where Australian
Ah.
people, if you're American and you just hold out the letter R, it sounds like an Australian person realizing something. Oh, okay.
Not bad.
A little bit, I think.
How do you say water then?
Water.
Water.
Like a D. Like there's 3 D's in the middle of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
WHUDDDER. Water.
Sure. And coffee.
So everyone together,
Sam
has
has
a
a
point.
Dum
point.
dum dum.
So, do you guys ever go to the gas station? You see that little machine that you push a button and cheese comes out of it?
No.
Yes.
Nar.
Yes.
Nar.
Yes, I know.
In
what you're
the
talking
inside
For
where the
nachos.
nachos
Or
are.
the nachos?
Yes.
Why would you not include that part of the description?
That's the most
That's where
important
it's
part.
nachos. Sorry, the nacho cheese dispenser at
Sure.
your local
Very
7-Eleven.
The
much
thing
better.
that cheese comes out of at the gas station.
I picture like there's the pump, regular unleaded cheese.
Oh my god! Like,
Oh, you want to
I'd
mess
go
up?
there.
You want to destroy your car? Just put this cheese in there.
Oh,
Way more
what
expensive.
button did I press?
I accidentally pressed the cheese again. I'm sorry, wife. I destroyed our car.
I am.
Sorry, what?
I do have a rule. I love cheese more than anything, but if you can squeeze that in a liquid form, it's not okay.
That's my point.
I
That's
just
Sam
wanna
has a
say
point.
Sorry.
that
Yeah.
that is a
No.
man thing. A man would always accidentally press the cheese. That would never happen to a woman.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
No. That's
The
Sam has a
woman
point,
would
though.
say,
that's not cheese.
Did you press the cheese? Why does our car smell like that?
I never press the cheese, but I certainly bring the cheese.
Hey.
I think that's true.
Or-
I'm sorry. You were saying something about cheese.
sorry.
You were telling a joke.
Sam has a point.
So just saying that the cheese, that's not real cheese. That's not good for you. Please don't put that in your body. If cheese can come out of a nozzle, don't put it in your schnozzle. Sam has a point.
Wait, so what is it?
Can we get that in a jingle form? Like
You
now?
can't-
Can we get that engraved into stone?
If you can put it in a nozzle,
Don't put it in your
schnozzle.
schnozzle.
Sam has a point.
That's really good.
Yay!
Wait,
I
so
was
what is it
wrong.
then? If it's not cheese, I hate it when people are always like, McDonald's ain't real chicken nugget. It ain't that shit. What is it then?
No, that's chicken.
Tell me what it is.
Exactly
No,
what
tell
it
me.
sounds like when I talk about chicken nuggets.
Ain't it?
I'm
I don't
like,
know.
Oh, these chicken nuggets, right? Like,
These chicken nuggets ain't real, man. You ain't eating that. You eating chicken bones. Why would they give me chicken bones? Why would they feed me chicken
Okay,
bones?
so they have chicken for the sandwiches. What are they supposed to do with the bones? Grind them
Oh,
up, put them in
okay.
some.
That makes
bleach?
more
you guys
sense.
heard of a sausage roll? Pretty sure that's what they.
Bring in the cheese.
Oh no, this is in Australia. It's one of our favourite things, especially if you're hungover. You get a
What is
sausage
it?
roll and you dunk it in tomato sauce. All my Aussies are like, oh hell yeah, and I've got a thing where is it oh yeah or no?
Wait a minute.
What did you just say?
I want to go back
What
to the
did you
sausage
just
roll.
say?
What is it? Is it like a? I'm
So it's
picturing a
meat.
croissant.
It's meat
And a
No,
sausage.
Okay, so yeah, it's pastry in a log form,
Sure.
and instead of a hot dog, it's no bread. The pastry is around meat,
Like
Now, let me
pretzel
say
dogs.
this- let me say this-
Have you seen a pretzel dog from like Wetzel's Pretzels?
Yeah, they're really good.
Is
Something
the
like that?
answer, oh yeah or no?
Oh, no.
To that question, I say no.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Okay.
I think Sam needs to explain to me what this cheese is. If it's not cheese, what is it?
Okay, so
Water?
Dairy-esque.
it's kind of like dairy, but okay. So have you seen? How do I explain this?
Your mom's pussy.
Kraft-
you had said that, I would have been like, what the? That just would have been the randomest thing in the world.
Okay, you seen the Kraft singles?
Only
Kraft
comedians.
singles. You guys are. I think of myself as a child, but then like something like gets you guys that's like so dumb.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It
and
doesn't
half-
take much, man.
I
Yeah.
know. It's
We have to turn around and come back and talk to you guys. I will kick you out of the car.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Don't put cheese in my car
From
again.
you too.
So, Sam, tell me, what is this cheese?
Please explain.
It was okay. You just take Kraft singles.
Melt
And
it.
you take the, you just take the plastic off and you melt that and throw some orange crayons in there and then you have.
So
your
you're
cheese.
telling me that Kraft cheese, which is delicious, if you were ever broke like I was in college, and I would just take that cheese and eat it and be like, I'm good.
I used to do that with
It is
bologna.
good. That too, I put both of those together, and it's so good. The bologna by itself is not good, but when you add it with just cheese, man.
Were you ever broke, Mike?
Oh God, no.
Why do you say
no,
it like that?
no, of course. I'm trying to be an artist, consistently living in a state of brokenness.
so
But
much
I
fun.
remember,
being an artist is way better when you're rich. Oh my goodness.
apparently,
Yeah, like you're like, oh, I'm so deep into my art. Oh, I don't have.
and you wipe your
anything."
tears away with money and stuff.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah. I remember even at a young age being real grossed out by the individually wrapped cheese.
I think it's delicious.
It tastes
all
like
about it.
plastic.
I love it.
It
We
does.
we always went to Stop and Shop and got the slice it up. We got the stacks of cheese,
You gotta
stacks on
explain
stacks.
that.
You know, when I bet, I'm sure it's not like this, but like whenever I'm in the grocery store, I'm in the cheese section, like where the refrigerated cheese is like down in that thing, and there's so many kinds. I just want to take it and eat it.
Yeah.
Cheese looks so good.
It looks good.
It looks good, but I bet if I'd probably throw up. I wouldn't throw up, but I'd be disgusted.
Cracker Barrel cheese. There's a
Don't call me
log.
that.
There's a
We're past that, Sam.
There's a log of cheddar that one time when I was younger, I was like, I have to do it. And my mom was cooking, and she was cutting it up, and I grabbed it, and I just took a bite out
Like
of
a
it.
candy bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Dude, the bricks, the sharp cheddar bricks.
I've been there.
I always wanted literally eat them like they're a Crunch Bar or something like that.
Just do it once when you're feeling real sad.
Yeah,
You're
and
like,
just poop for a week.
I do that.
You're
When
not
I'm
pooping.
sad, I eat anything.
Yeah.
Where were we? You were with me recently, and I had one of those. I think it was when we went to Olive Garden. I was like, man, y'all, I'm sorry. Everybody, even myself, like craps on Olive Garden.
No.
That is good.
The live
never
Arden, dude, soup salad and breadsticks forever.
It is
sorry for
okay.
me?
See, this is
When
why.
you're here, you're
This is why.
family.
Because they try to put Olive Garden tries to put it off like we're dope. They are not dope. They are no better than Chili's. But their food is great. Like you go into I remember when we were there. Remember this guy walked by in like a nice shirt with his girlfriend. Don't take a girl to Olive Garden. Don't. That is not a date place.
Unless you're breaking up.
Unless you break.
That might be a good breakup
Unless
place.
you're gonna break up with her. If you really want to like put salt in the wound, break up with your girlfriend at Olive Garden.
Yeah.
That's-
More breadsticks. She's crying. She keeps crying.
There
yeah.
are
If I was
endless
gonna get broken up
breadsticks.
with, I'd want to get broken up
Has
with.
anyone
Olive
broken
Garden.
up with you?
I've never had a girlfriend, so no.
You've never had a girlfriend.
No,
Go
it's never
out
gotten
with
that
Will.
far.
Go out with Will.
Go out with Will.
Go. I'm talking to you, Maude.
Oh.
Specifically. That's why I was
I'm
looking,
looking at you still. No, yeah.
I missed that. Maud missed the point.
So is that a
Oh.
nar? Is that a soft
That
nar?
is a no.
Not right
That's-
now, or like no.
Or no.
Why don't we spend the rest of the podcast with you two trying to get to know each other to the point where you may or may not enter into a romantic relationship?
So what do you see? That's why I'm mad. Yeah,
I'll be no. Here's
You just shut
I'll be.
down.
Here's what's
You
gonna
know-
Shut
happen.
yourself down.
I am like it always happens. Right now this is as good as I get.
Yeah, you're doing great.
It is as good as I get. Once I'm off the camera, I can't do it. I can't do it.
So here's what we're gonna do. Since we're on camera, we're at the Olive Garden right now. I am the general manager because I'm the best, and you will be the waiter, bringing unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks. Of
course.
You two are on a date where you may or may not break
We
up.
swiped right. on
We
each
swiped
other.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We
you
spoke
certainly
for 2
did.
days
2
before you
days.
were like, oh,
So
thank
the
you. And
only-
I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. Okay, and scene. Welcome to the live Arden. We say that where I'm from because most of the letters are burnt out of the sign. If, Sam will be your waiter. He's new. We're training him today, so he might suck, but that's on us. Ha ha! When you're here, your family. Enjoy the rest of your night. And then I leave.
Oh, he's really nice. I love this place. I've never been
Chicken
here
Alfredo
before.
pasta. You guys don't have root beer, so give me whatever else you got.
Oh, what would you like to drink, Mayo?
I haven't even had a look at the menu.
We're gonna want to go. It's all in a different language, so just like go like that. Yeah. So
I'll get you. Okay.
I don't know why it says
Did you
anti-pasta
try and
on there.
order for me?
I mean, I heard that that's what
that
I'm
what
supposed
happened?
to do. Like, I mean, the woman will have the anti-pasta.
Ooh, that's an anti-move.
Ooh, that's an anti-move.
Suggest something.
Oh, the woman might want to have the
Whoa,
anti-pasta.
whoa, whoa. The woman,
The woman.
not happening.
Sir,
The
she has a
Talking
name.
about her in
About
front
her,
of her, another massive cross.
See, I've heard that thing
you
about
wanna-
ordering for her. Who likes that?
You're breaking character right now.
I'm gonna be Will.
okay.
You're gonna be Maud.
Much
Okay,
better.
And I'm
Much
the
better.
waiter.
Okay, I'm Maude.
What
I can
would
be
you
Maude
like?
better than I can.
What would you like to drink?
Ready? Hello, Sam. I know that you're new. I haven't seen you here before. Right. I really hope you're the best. Mike, you know, the usual seat, please.
I'm still in the back.
Fuck yeah. Sorry. Have you ever been here before?
Well, maybe we should spaghetti out of here.
Holy shit, am I going to try and sleep with you tonight?
And scene.
Yeah, I can't. I was legitimately trying to come up with a pun. I can't do it like you. I can't.
No,
I'm spaghetti out of here.
I
no,
love
we
it.
gotta be spaghetting out of here. That's what
like
you
that.
say.
I can't pun. I mean, that's
Spaghetti
whole
Alfredo.
wall
You look so
fell down?
beautiful
I'll
tonight.
love you anyway.
see, yeah. I legitimately. Did you see? If you should play back the video and you can see me sitting there trying to think, like like I'm about to go in a freestyle battle. I'm like,
Yeah.
like I'm trying to think
Mom
it up.
spaghetti. I hope you
arms
guys
are heavy
bread
spaghetti.
stick with each other through the hard times.
Stop.
Right.
I hate this. I can't.
Water.
So you need to go to, like I'm saying, you need to go to Olive Garden, eat the breadsticks. Have you been to Red Lobster?
No, I don't like seafood.
No.
But-
Oh,
It's the most-
yay!
it's
The
most un-Australian
biscuits.
thing I can say.
I know you've had those biscuits before, Falzon.
At not in years, but yes, I
They're
have.
so damn good.
Really quick, Falzon, you can buy them at a local grocery store and
You
make them
can.
at home.
You can buy Red Lobster
And
biscuits.
microwave
You can
them
make
up.
them.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can.
I've been watching myself, but if I decide to let myself go, I will absolutely
You
do
cheat
that.
day, eat a whole box
You've
of
been
biscuits.
watching yourself.
Can we
Why?
say this is an interesting thing? Because, well, I started watching myself again, which is why
sounds
you
very
have that
vain.
reaction.
That's just like, I'm watching myself. There
Right.
again.
I watch my own videos
Oh.
constantly is what I do.
I
I've learned that I will, especially before like big stand-up shows, I will get really nervous and I won't eat for an extended period of time. Not because I don't want to. I desperately want to because I'm Italian, but I can't fit anything inside myself because I get super nervous. And then the show goes really well, God willing. And then for 3 days after that, I'll eat pizzas
That's a reward.
solo.
Plural, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll eat a pizza sandwich. I'll have pizza with pizza as a topping.
I think that might be happening to me. For the past, 3 weeks, I have not been able to eat. I've been, seeing food, except when I went to Olive Garden, because I was like, I'm starving, I'm sad, I need to eat. I have not been able to eat. I think it's because I'm planning on doing stand-up next week, and I'm like, I don't know how it's going to go. And it's not even big. It's not even big.
I'll say that's horseshit because you text me all the time, but you never show up to open mics. So you can't be nervous without even plans
Without
to
intent.
actually
I got
be there.
plans. I'm just not going with you. I got other cool. I got other cool comedian friends.
He's your biggest fan.
You know Dan Digligo? Dan Digligo? He's so good. He's main stage, Laugh Factory.
Diggly-do sounds like the noise that a doll makes when it's like diggly-do.
He's
When
from
you
New
drop it
Zealand.
down the stairs.
Diggly-do.
That just reminded me of Slinkies.
Yeah.
Not a good toy.
Everyone loves a slinky.
That's what they told you to think. Oh, it doesn't do
everyone-
I
anything.
like my slinky.
It doesn't do
Everyone
anything.
loves a slinky.
For 2 minutes, and then they're like, does this help me check my social media?
That is too long of a slogan.
I bet you there's a Slinky app. I bet you there's a goddamn Slinky
Well, I won't
app.
find out.
Okay, if we're talking about old toys really quick, I don't want to
Question though.
really
The
quick.
moon
Sorry,
shoes.
really quick.
Do you want me to ask my question?
yeah, go ahead.
Because you'll answer it. My question for the table was, and this is for everyone else as well, depending on when you were born, you had something in your childhood that was your nostalgia factor, maybe whether it was a TV show or a band or a song or a toy. What is that one or, the thing that you first think of from your childhood that makes you the most nostalgic?
Oh, Hey Arnold, the TV show on Nickelodeon.
Oh my God, you're such a baby.
Gerald? Yeah.
Why did you whisper on a podcast?
Because I've been thinking it this whole time. But
Did you just say that I look like Gerald, his best friend?
Definitely look like
Every
It's the
single
haircut.
day.
It's
Every
the
single
haircut.
day.
It's the haircut.
I get 10 tweets saying, hey, you're starting to look like Gerald from Hey Arnold. I know. You don't think I'm aware?
Do you get anyone saying you look like the kid from the Burger King Kids Club, or is everyone who watches you 12?
No.
I am not
Okay.
12, and I don't know what that
I don't know.
See?
You know
Just-
what? We outnumber
please.
you here, Falzone.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not coming down on anyone.
Us
I'm saying
children.
that no matter how many children are here, I'm the oldest one.
You're the
For
oldest
sure.
one. No,
Hey,
you're not
Arnold.
actually.
No?
It's Steve.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the
I just
second
met at this
youngest.
table.
Second
I'm
youngest.
the youngest, second youngest here.
Second youngest, yeah.
How old are you?
Like
19?
Wait, are you younger than me, Sam?
No.
I'm the youngest host, huh? Why did that never go through my mind?
Sam's
Oh,
one
yeah,
of those
it did.
people who could be 15 for years
Me too.
if you wanted to.
Damn it. People keep thinking that I'm 25, and that makes me so happy.
I said
Really?
23 when I first met you.
Yeah, it made me so happy. When Chloe Dykstra was here, she I asked her what my age was, and she's like, yeah, 25, 26. I was like, yay!
You know what did it for me? You know what proved to me that you were younger and that you'll always be younger? Doesn't matter how many birthdays you have. When we went out, and I was like, hey, if you think that girl's pretty over there, you should go talk to her. And then what did I call you for the rest of the night?
I don't remember.
Shoulders. Because you got so nervous that you were lots of this. So I was like, yeah, he's 15 forever.
Yeah, oh,
I could actually picture as soon as you said go check with that girl, I could see.
It's like you turned into a cursive letter or something like
A
that.
cursive
a
letter.
squiggle.
Yeah.
So, Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Is your childhood nostalgia? What's yours, mate?
It would have to be late 80s. Or you know what? I'm not going to go normally on any other show. I'd say wrestling, but I feel
you
like I
really do
talk
like
about
wrestling?
yeah a lot.
You haven't talked
but
about
I will
wrestling
say,
on SourceFed?
oh yeah, I have on table talks
Can
and
you
stuff like
smell
that.
what the Rock is cooking?
I did, and I had some, and it was just lovely.
He tweeted you the other day.
He did.
Whoa!
That was the
Look at,
best.
oh my gosh, you got your shoulders!
That was the
the shoulders.
He's just so cute. I don't know how to talk to him.
All right, let me
I want
tell
to
you,
take him to the Olive Garden.
You like The Rock, right?
Yeah,
Would you say he's one of your favorites?
sure.
So if he called you today and was like, "Hey, Falzone," or
Much
he
deeper.
DM'd you,
Hey.
"Yo, what's up, Falzone?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "I want to hang
He
out."
calls
with
me
you.
by my last name.
Yeah, what's up, Mike? And he wanted to hang out with you. Would you hang out with him?
Of course.
Yes.
But how many days in a row would he have to ask you to hang out with before you were like,
That's
"Rock,
enough.
before I cut it off?
Yeah, if you were like
a
just
billion?
Not today. A billion?
If a doctor was keeping me alive and I didn't want to be alive anymore.
Realistically, because I think about that all the time. I'm like, I like Drake a lot, but after like 4 days, I'd be like, Drake, I gotta go home and handle some stuff.
Dude,
all
that's
right?
with everybody.
That's what everybody.
That's with
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
I would hang out with The Rock for like a month straight.
You would
I'd
never
like to
get
put that
rock
out.
bottom with rock.
We would never reach rock bottom. I don't
Rock
think.
bottom. Rock bottom.
He's the people's champ. So he's for the people.
Is that your nostalgia?
Would you make out with Stone
No,
Cold Steve Austin?
I'm gonna. Of course, I would. He tweeted at me too. It's been such a good year
Well, watch
for
out,
me
we got a
talking to
badass at the
childhood
table, people.
heroes.
Why don't my heroes tweet
Can I
me?
just say my thing?
Oh, sorry.
I
Yeah.
just want to answer the one question.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say the Ghostbusters cartoon specifically
cool.
That's when
because
he
I
had the-
haven't seen it outside of the late '80s or early '90s.
The
whenever
blonde
it
hair
was.
with the
Yep.
looks like a tornado in his hairline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you
Very
ever
accurate.
notice that one of the Ghostbusters totally gets blown by a ghost in the movie?
No.
It totally happened. It did.
Which one?
It's
Bill
in the
The
Murray?
original?
montage. In the first one, I think.
Oh.
Being a ghosty blowy.
Yeah, they're like it's a montage, and then like he's laying asleep in the bed, and a ghost woman comes in the room, and then like his sheets go down, and it's assumed. It's assumed. That movie is different. than
You
thought.
never hear stories like that when people are like, somebody had to have somebody had to be exorcised because there's a demon in the house. And everyone's like the ghost kept blowing everybody in the house. It's always like they kept knocking things off the kitchen counter.
Yeah, be
Like, no, he
useful,
kept
ghost.
blowing people.
I
He
think-
kept blowing people.
DJ said something.
Not tonight,
It's
ghost.
just like ectoplasm. There's an
Everywhere.
orgasm joke in there. if you think about it.
Ectorgasm.
Yeah.
DJ said something really interesting. He was like, "They're never ghosts from anywhere other than like the 1800s. Like, why do we have ghosts from today?
They're dead.
80s ghosts.
80s ghosts. So we're like, hey guys, let's listen to some Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
No, I brought this big piece of cardboard, you guys.
Hold on, how
Yeah.
many ghosts have you seen to confirm this?
I mean, I've never seen any ghosts.
Maybe someone
But-
has seen an 80s ghost.
Why
They
aren't
just
there
never told you.
dinosaur
I mean, well, you
ghosts?
never hear about it. A
Don't-
dinosaur ghost. They don't
don't
have any
will that.
unresolved issues.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. My nostalgia trip is: did anyone watch a cartoon series called Dungeons and Dragons?
I know of it.
Man,
I
I,
didn't know it
swear
was
to
a
God, I'm
cartoon.
like all alone there. This is
Dude,
like,
was there
Was it
Australian
Australian?
shows that we don't know about?
there was Skippy.
Go on. I'm invested.
Rocco's Martin Life?
No,
That's
there was
American.
there was an Australian character in that.
Yeah.
Skippy is a live action show about it. Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Oh, okay.
Skippy.
So it was like Wishbone with a kangaroo.
Skippy. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys like kangaroos. I thought that was offensive. I didn't want to bring up kangaroos around you. I felt like that's the first go-to thing people go.
What were
with
you gonna
Australia.
say about it?
I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't
You
mention
ever been
it.
punched by a kangaroo?
You
I'd
ever?
be like, serious, dude?
Have you?
No.
You ever
Ever
been
been
kicked by
kicked?
one?
No.
You ever
Oh.
touched one?
Yes.
Have you ever been inside a pocket?
It's
No,
fleshy. I
that's
heard it's bad.
The pouch thing is
Yeah.
not like a manila folder where you open it up and put your sheets of paper in. It's like their poo.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that's where they kept like tax information and
Their ID.
That's their license.
cell phone
paperwork.
service provider contract.
Remember that movie about that guy who goes? Those guys go into like the desert or whatever, and they find a kangaroo. and they
Kangaroo
talk?
Jack.
Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, Kangaroo Jack.
Were they
Kangaroo
on
Jack?
drugs?
No.
None of it actually happened. It was an acid trip. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an acid trip.
No.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it something like that?
No, it all happened.
It all actually happened.
Maybe
He
it was like,
hallucinates one time in the movie.
what if, and this is another nostalgic trip, what if it was Jerry O'Connell from Sliders and he slid into an alternate universe that just happened to be that?
Wasn't he also in Joe's Apartment, which was the same thing but with roaches?
I love that movie. Joe's Apartment is amazing.
That was
Is
like
that-
the first MTV movie.
yeah.
I think.
Oh,
With
I've
the
heard about
cockroaches that
this.
sing and dance.
I heard
Yeah.
about this on table.
sounds
Hey, you got a
gross.
girl coming over? Ah.
Welcome
that a
to
cockroach?
Joe's
Yes, that was my
Apartment.
cockroach. Yeah, that's what they did.
Did
What's
Tap
the name of
Dance?
the guy in that movie? In Kangaroo Jack, the black guy who plays that character in every movie.
Yeah.
Man, what's going
He's in
on?
Transformers as well.
Yeah.
He's the hacker
In Transformers. In Transformers.
And Blackish.
Oh, we can't do this.
Anthony
Yeah.
Anderson.
Anthony Anderson.
Right. My favorite cockroach person segue is I do it all the time. This is like the most quoted thing I ever do. It's funny that you've got water there. I'll have that to make my joke.
Huh?
You guys know Men in Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sugar, water. It's just like, what do you want? Sugar and water.
Edgar, your skin's hanging off your bones.
And And then you learn all the
That
other
movie's
lines.
so good.
Yeah.
And then you realize he comes in handy so often because you go, well, the funny thing about that is, I want to do that in front of you.
Oh,
So for Halloween this year, I actually want to dress up as
please do that.
Do it.
and just commit to the joke
Such a great
the
character.
whole time and just like be dirty and like just.
I will
try.
totally be your Will Smith Men in Black.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I'll
Can I be
Tommy
your
Lee
wife?
Jones.
When she gets interviewed by the Men in Black, she's like, I just thought it was weird he asked for sugar
Just
water,
water.
not tap water,
Sugar
or
water.
lemon water.
That dude's
Yes.
dead though, right? Like he killed him and skinned him, and so her husband is dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah,
a-
yeah.
That was
And
a
she did not
cockroach
know.
that wore her husband's.
And he's
skin.
not even a
Ugh.
cockroach. He's an alien.
He's an alien
Giant
cockroach.
alien
I
cockroach.
mean, but
Yeah.
is he a cockroach?
Yeah,
if
no,
he's an
because
alien.
he's like the king cockroach because he controls little baby.
So are they saying
cockroaches.
all the cockroaches on Earth came from a different planet that
Who's
are
to
aliens?
say that
Maybe.
in another
Very
universe,
preachy.
the cockroaches were the dominant species and got bigger and bigger and bigger because they're the ones that can survive nuclear tests and explosions, can't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't
Actually, if there's more oxygen in our atmosphere, bugs get bigger and bigger and bigger.
hate
That's
that.
how it works. Like also, like there's like BuzzFeed did a cool video on it. It was like what happens if you were to take away all of the oxygen on Earth? Like what would happen? And they said, what if you doubled it? You'd have better eyesight. You'd have better hearing. You could smell better. You would be able to. You'd stay awake longer, and like, but it would be fine. But bugs would be the size of cars.
So let's start pumping ourselves.
Wow.
Wait a
you'd
minute,
have to
but we
see.
could stay awake longer?
Yeah, we could stay awake longer to hide,
Okay.
to hide and fight
Well,
them.
you'd have to use that time to train.
So
Yeah.
they're saying
Yeah.
our bugs will be the size of cars. What about other bugs in other countries?
No, not our bugs, not America. All bugs.
I
All
mean,
bugs.
I'm saying our bugs, like our ants. You ever notice in the city, ants are like this big? You go about 5 miles out, ants are like a dog's.
Go to
out there.
Australia.
Oh my goodness. I was just about banana spiders. What do you know about banana spiders?
Didn't you?
Are they the same as the eastern tarantula?
Probably. I
They're
read
bird-eating
that.
spiders.
I read a title of an article once that was like spiders in Australia hide up in the bananas, hide up in the banana trees, and they're like this big,
Yeah.
and then they just drop onto
There
people.
are spiders that can eat small birds.
Hate
Yeah.
that.
Have you seen those like crab spiders? Those.
No, I
Crab
was just thinking about
spiders?
that. No, they're called coconut crabs, and they look like giant spiders. They're like the size of this table.
Are they from
Yeah.
Australia? Am I thinking about the
I
same
don't-
thing?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this.
is-
Listen,
is
those
incredible.
would be way bigger.
What'd you think about this? Oh, time to take the trash out.
Holy
Nope.
hell! Whoa, that looks like the face eater from Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that
even
worked.
bigger than that.
Face
Guys,
hugger.
for
Sorry.
everybody
Face
on the
hugger. Yeah, we got a
podcast,
couple.
there's a spider. Oh no. There's
Yeah.
a spider like knocking over a trash can for fun.
And if it can knock over a trash can, it can knock you over.
Sorry, and it's not knocking it over. It's hugging the
it's
whole
hugging.
thing.
It's like,
Dude,
oh,
and it's not even like
Correct.
symmetrical. It's just like a pile of horrible.
oh, I just got to chill from that.
Can we talk-
Think about
Oh, sorry. Earlier, I want to change the subject, so I'm going to change the subject.
Oh, it's like a
Yeah.
backpack.
I wanted to name drop earlier. Jenga follows me on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
remember
Jenga
that.
follows me on Twitter. Everybody clap.
That's
I
so
don't,
cool,
I don't
dude.
want to do this to you so soon. I want to let you have your fun, but Samuel L. Jackson follows me on Twitter.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Gonna throw that name.
Well,
I don't see a
Phil
Samuel
DeFranco-
Jackson in every home.
Darren follows me on Twitter.
Darren does not. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does
Oh.
not. Darren does not
Follows
follow anyone.
3 people.
I was really hoping that.
And none of them are you.
None of them are any of us.
Drake.
And I live with
Kanye,
It's part of his
Gambino.
mystique.
Childish Gambino. Yep.
Huh.
Makes such a
Darren,
statement.
can
You ever
come on the
play
podcast
music
and
with Childish
explain?
Gambino? Darren?
You ever going to explain why you do that? Is it a facetious move?
Darren
it
is an
something-
artist.
Oh, my
No,
God.
no, that's not an art move.
That's just a wank.
Darren is an artist. He doesn't have to explain himself.
Do you just go full wanker when you do that? Full wanker.
How do you know if you're going full wanker?
You see me at a winery doing wine tasting. That is full wanker, darling.
Okay.
Do you want to know
That
what
is
it's
full
like?
wanker. darling.
Oh, I get the Pinot Noirs and the Chardonnay. It's
Oh.
really delightful.
You have to spit it out.
No, I don't. I don't.
Do you-
No, I drink the wine, which is why I got really, really.
That's not how you do that. I don't even drink it, and I know that's not how you do that.
You have to spit it into the community wine bucket.
Which is gross.
Why would
Yes.
you ever waste wine?
Give me my own bucket.
It's a tasting.
It's something rich people
It's-
do.
If you're rich, you don't care. Imagine all the wine that's been spit into a bucket. We have twice as much wine.
Really quick, on Bob's Burgers, they did that. They had a wine off, and this really good sommelier, is that the guy who tasted it? Whatever, he was doing it with Bob, and then they, to trick him, they pour some from the spit bucket into their glasses, and Bob knows it immediately because he knows it tastes like spit.
Yeah.
And he wins the competition. It was great.
Yeah, this tastes
Someone out there has
Bobby.
done that, and that's the worst part.
Hey, it's
Ugh.
free wine.
You did that mom pretty well just now.
That she's one of my favorite characters
Me
on
too.
television.
Me too.
Oh, little baby. Little babies.
She's
Mom doesn't get drunk. She has fun.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this particular episode of SourceFed podcast. Don't forget, rate, review, subscribe. If you're on YouTube as well, click subscribe and like. Last time, we were just hoping that you guys subscribe because if we get 10,000 more subscribers, cool stuff's going to happen. And that's according to our boss.
Oh,
I don't even know what
man.
that means, but I would get
Our boss,
sharing
Jeremy
and
Piven.
subscribing. and
You
pressing
guys-
that button. It's just a button to press, and apparently you're cooler. You get bonus, like +5 cool points if you subscribe.
Plus
Sure.
10 if
from
you're
our
cool
boss,
already.
Jeremy
How many-
Renner.
How many cool points do you need to stay cool?
At least 27.
All right.
That's what I heard from a friend. Anyway.
Can I just say real quickly that I have a podcast? If people like
I was about to ask
podcast,
you that. Seamless. What's your podcast?
it's called Welcome to Our Podcast. I mean, you can look it up if you want to.
What's
Wait.
it about, Mike?
It's not really about anything. It's kind of just
Hey,
like
who's
having a
this one?
Who's
conversation.
it with?
It's with me and my fiance.
Aww.
What?
How
what
did
was
you
that noise?
propose?
It was cute.
I went like this. Hey, come on, right?
Come on. We've
And
been
she
doing
was
this for a
like,
while.
yeah.
How long have you been together?
5 years probably.
Oh my gosh, that's
Aw.
really
How
long.
long
Hey,
have
this
you
isn't
loved
about
her?
me. I just wanted to do the
Oh, yeah.
That
How
was
much
saying.
the
cute.
ring cost you?
plug.
That's a-
Billions.
Billion.
I have nothing now. I have nothing.
Well-trained man.
That's why I keep drinking water, so I'm all full for when I go
Sugar.
home. So I won't eat several pizzas again.
Guys, we'll be back next week. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Give me the drive, Raina. Those awesome new apparel designs belong to the people.
Never!
How did I get these
You wanna
scars?
know how I got these scars? You should tell 3 different stories about how you got that scar.
I actually, when I first cut my leg open brutally, I had it obviously bandaged up and there were other like little nicks and cuts around it as well.